What's up, everybody? Ben Renzi here for Odd Chopper. Good morning. Happy Friday to you, March 7th. In the sports world, conference tournaments roll on. We're that much closer to actual March Madness. And of course, NBA, NHL, maybe a little soccer. Who knows what's on the board? We're going to look at it right now. Put a bet on the board. And I'm telling you now, it's going to get greasy because these are conference tournaments and they're weird schools. That's just how I like it. I want to welcome you to the channel, all things betting at Odd Chopper. Sure, I love giving out a pick here on this video, but we have so much more, not just on the Tails Marketplace, but on oddchopper.com with the tools where you can see them, you can use them, you can build portfolios, and I'm going to show you how to do that just in a little bit. But take a look around this channel and subscribe. Let's get into it. Yesterday, Milwaukee, they got beat straight up. I really thought that was a team that could win that entire tournament, and credit to Oakland. They shot well, maybe a little above average, but honestly, I kind of just have to tip my cap to them. They outplayed Milwaukee. Milwaukee closed a little bit and were not able to get over the hump. So we weren't even close. We got good closing line value, and that's about all I can say. Let's run it back with VMI. The Keydets, why not? It's getting real dangerous here. You might be thinking, what the hell is this guy talking about? I watch a lot of Southern basketball. I like this conference. Let's get into it. VMI, -5.5 at -112. Step one, that's a good line. It's going to move. It's moving. It's taking the 6 at other spots. Lay the -112. This is a spot I want to attack. And I'll say this, VMI has had some rough times. They were one of the just most dysfunctional teams I've seen in quite a while. They were playing at like the craziest pace I've ever seen the last couple of years. They had major injuries. They couldn't do anything. They're 13-18 this year. You may say that doesn't sound that good. Compared to where they were, this team has made real improvements. The tempo has slowed a little bit. They're still a bad basketball team in the grand scheme of things, but they've been playing good basketball. Now you look and you say, well, how could they be playing good? They lost 4 straight. They've lost 4 straight to Wofford, Furman, Samford, and Chattanooga. That's some of the strongest teams in this conference. That's not what we're after today. They've already beat the Citadel twice. You know how I know that? Because the last time the Citadel won a basketball game was December 3rd. Yes, December 3rd. They've lost 21 straight games. I wear a Citadel sweatshirt sometimes on this video. I like that school. A couple of years ago, they were kind of a cash cow for me. They've fallen on hard times. They have 0 wins in conference play. They have done absolutely nothing, and they've lost 21 straight times. They're basically almost dead last in offensive and defensive efficiency. There is nothing to say about the Citadel. Now, on a macro level, and we kind of saw it last night, when you're in a one-bid league, I do think there's an element for a lot of teams where it's just like whatever's happened has happened. It's meaningless. If we get on a hot run right now, we can make it competitive. And in these conferences, you do see that. We saw it last night. Bucknell, a 1 seed, got taken to overtime by Loyola. The Citadel, I don't think applies to that. I think they are just that bad, to be completely honest. And I think VMI, it does apply to. I think in the next round, they could give a challenge to some of the better teams. Hopefully we get to see that, because for this bet, I'm keeping it simple. I have to short the Citadel. It's just not there. I've tried to bet them in spots, and it has not worked at all. VMI, just too much, and that's saying something. The Citadel has no life, and they haven't had any life this entire season. I don't know if they'll have any answers offensively or defensively. This is ugly basketball, so if you can't handle the grease, I would pass. At 5.5 at -112, I am certainly in on this. Again, if you have any questions at all, I am always happy to help. I'm in my Discord. The link is below. You can always tweet me. Again, I'm on X. Happy to answer questions. And before I get out of here, I do always want to mention what we've got going on with Portfolio EV, because listen, volume is king. And I can speak to this. I've had a pretty rough stretch lately. And when you're giving out 1 pick, the variance is going to be nuts. That's 7 picks in 7 days. That's 20 picks in 20 days. Why not get 20 picks in 10 seconds? Why not get 100 bets a day, particularly when they're positive expected value, particularly when they're already back tested? That is what we have right here. Portfolio EV. All of this is set up. You find what you want to bet. You click your portfolios. It will bring up bets that fit that criteria. And then you simply bet them. You can bet them right here. You can mass enter them all at once, which is one of the coolest features around. Really, really powerful stuff. If you have not seen this, I say it every time. Claim your 7 free days. Don't waste out on that. The link is below. Get in for 7 days and see what you think. See if it changes your process and see if it makes you a better We stand behind it. I have a feeling if you stay for 7 days, you'll be staying for months on end because you quickly see the power of these tools. This is the way to bet. This is the future. And future, honestly, not sound cheesy. The future's right now. The books are going to continue to combat this. Top down method has been there for a while, but this is some cutting edge stuff. Come see for yourself. Thanks again, as always, friends. Appreciate you hanging out and let me talk about VMI basketball and share some stuff that we've got going on here at Odd Chopper. If you do have any questions, you know where to find me. And on that note, have a great end to the work week. Let's start it out and set ourselves up for a great weekend.